Alright guys, do you want to know all you need to know about protein, how much you actually need, and how to structure it? Make sure you stick around to the end of this video. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be covering all things protein. So what's it used for? How much do you need? How should you space it out? And then I'll probably get into what I do personally. So let's jump right into it with what is protein used for? So within the body, protein is used for the structure of bodily cells and soft tissues. They are involved in chemical or biochemical reactions within the body. They are messengers within the body, as they are chemical messengers in forms of hormones. They help with maintaining pH within the body. They help with maintaining fluid levels or the balance of fluid in the body. They help with the transportation and storage of nutrients. They help with immune system health and the creation of immune system cells. They help with the maintenance and growth of bodily tissues like muscle and soft tissues. And they provide energy in times of energy restriction or calorie restriction by being broken down to provide energy. So that's what protein is involved with. So for someone who may be looking to gain weight, they're probably going to be more focused on the fact that it can help with the growth of muscle. And someone who is trying to lose weight, they're probably looking at the fact that it may be used for energy if protein amounts they're actually intaking are not optimized. So with that said, let's jump into. So how much protein do you need? So there's a range given, which is between 1.6 and 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight to maximize muscle protein synthesis and optimize bodily function whilst at calorie maintenance. This is where you are trying to eat enough to maintain your body weight, not eat more to gain or eat less to lose body weight, but just to maintain it. With some scientists suggesting that more protein is beneficial during times of calorie deficit, especially as more trained individuals, and you should be shooting for 2.3 to 3.1 grams per kilogram of body weight in terms of protein to maximize muscle protein synthesis, to maximize the retention or maintenance or to keep as much muscle mass as you can, and to also optimize bodily function during that time of calorie deficit. However, another study suggests that 1.3 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight is enough to maximize muscle protein synthesis and optimize bodily function when spread over 3 to 4 meals, ideally with 0.25 to 0.4 grams per kilogram of body weight per meal, with 1.8 to 2.0 grams per kilogram per day in terms of protein intake being found to be beneficial during times of calorie deficit. So what does this suggest? It suggests that you should be aiming for 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight when trying to maximize muscle protein synthesis and optimize bodily function whilst at calorie maintenance. And you should be aiming to spread this protein intake across 3 to 4 meals with at least 0.25 to 0.4 grams per kilogram of body weight per meal, with increased protein intake during times of calorie deficit. And with protein in general, it doesn't start to become dangerous according to research until you start intaking more, or 3.5 grams per kilogram or more per day. So yeah, that's how much you need. So we'll jump into what do. I take in 1.8 to 2.0 grams per kilogram of body weight per day year round. So that means every day of the year I'm taking in 1.8 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. I do this for many reasons, but one of the main ones is it's just a little bit more easy and convenient for me. because if I'm out in a rush or I'm in a hurry or I'm just super busy, I don't have to try and search for the most high protein food possible. I can just pick one that I know has a decent amount of protein in, and if I'm a little bit lower that meal than what I would want to be, then I will add that to the next meal. It allows me to add more carbohydrates and fats into my diet, which means I can be more inventive in the kitchen and I can have a little bit more freedom when I'm out with people, again, because I'm not just sitting there searching for the most high protein foods. And the third reason for me is just that over the course of a year, I think for myself personally, it will just level out, because I know I've never been in a calorie deficit the majority of the year, and I probably will never be in the future. I think the longest I've been in a calorie deficit has been a third of the year, half the year, and that was with breaks in it. So it's around that sort of period. And going forward, I know I'm going to try and keep myself about 10 to 12 weeks away from what I would ideally want to look like if I'm walking across a beach or I'm just trying to enjoy summer. And that's at the maximum. I'd rather be closer, like 4 to 6 weeks from that. But again, I don't want to be any further than 12. So if you think about it, if I'm in a calorie deficit or I'm trying to shred up for 12 weeks out of the year, that means for the remaining 40, even if my protein was low whilst I was shredding down, I'd be able to gain back the majority of that muscle, or gain back all that muscle and put on some muscle throughout the remaining 40 weeks of the year. So that's why I just think it'll just level itself out for me over the course of a year. And in terms of when I'm eating my protein, I usually try and space it out across 2 to 5 meals. It's been closer to 5 when I was younger, and it got to just 2 like fairly recently, say 5 within the last 5 years. But now myself, I usually take in my protein across 3 to 4 meals, especially more recently, just to try and maximize the actual protein feeding I'm taking. And for me, it just makes more sense. I probably will reflect on everything and whether I need to increase my protein intake, whether I should be having more or less meals, and all that sort of things as time goes on. I do sit back and reflect on things fairly often. And I just think, okay, what have I been doing? Has it been beneficial? Has it been helping me? If it's not beneficial, why am I still doing it? Is it going to fit into my lifestyle if I make the change? Or am I just going to stick to it for a little bit and then not do it again? That's what I kind of do. I sit back and reflect on things. And for me, whenever I make a change, I like to think, is it going to actually improve what I'm doing, and will I actually be able to stick to it? Because if I can't stick to it, then I might as well stick to what I'm doing, if it's not detrimental, that is. But yeah, that's what I do. I take in 1.8 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight in terms of protein per day. I usually now spread it across 3 to 4 meals, and I will just review if I need to make any changes as time goes on. But anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it and you found it helpful, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Comment anything you want to see in a future video. And if you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button whilst you're down there. Subscribe if you're not already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video. Share this with your friends and family if you think it'd be entertaining, helpful, or informative. And enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, which may be coming up next.